Welcome to today's webinar, Global Partner Summit at reInvent 2016, Know Before You Go. Our presenter today is Kristen Pierce. Kristen is the head of partner marketing here at AWS, where she is responsible for driving the company's marketing strategy with and through AWS partners. Today with us, we also have Annabelle, Annie, Minnie, and Paige serving as our webinar moderators, and they will be engaging with you and answering your questions throughout the presentation while Kristen presents. Kristen, welcome. The floor is now yours.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you everyone for joining this webinar to learn about Global Partner Summit that's taking place on November 29th during AWS reInvent in Las Vegas. And our goal is to share an overview of the Global Partner Summit program as well as answer any questions that you have while you're here. So let me begin by giving an overview of Global Partner Summit. So this is a day-long event that is taking place during AWS reInvent, and it is exclusively for our APM partners. And our goal is to arm you and your team with the information that you need as an APM partner to help you understand how to drive increased revenue with AWS, how to gain a greater competitive advantage, and how the APM can help expand your business. So we have a full set of activities that are outlined that I'll take you through. But first, before I do that, I want to make sure that you all understand how to register and make sure that you are registered. So because Global Partner Summit is exclusively for our APM partners, it is important that you register for Global Partner Summit. And this is a free activity that is a part of reInvent if you have a paid ticket to reInvent. And so if you already registered for Global Partner Summit during your reInvent registration, you're all set. If you are an APM partner and you did not register for Global Partner Summit when you registered for reInvent, please log into your reInvent registration and click on Purchase Registration Items to add Global Partner Summit to your registration. Even though it says Purchase Registration Items, as I mentioned, with your reInvent ticket, there is no additional charge for Global Partner Summit. But we do want to make sure that you register so that you can access the Global Partner Summit when you're on site at reInvent. And one thing I do want to note is that reInvent is now sold out. So if you have not yet purchased your reInvent ticket, we are unfortunately sold out at this point. But if you are registered and you did not register for Global Partner Summit, you can go ahead and add that in now to your reInvent registration. So in terms of the agenda, Global Partner Summit takes place on Tuesday, November 29th. It opens with a keynote that will take place at 9:30. And I'll give you a little bit more information about what you can expect in the keynote. And then throughout the day, we have 6 breakout tracks and 4 chalk talk tracks that take place over 4 one-hour sessions. So the breakout sessions and chalk talks begin at 11:30 and run through 5:30 p.m. And I'll take you through more details on what content you can expect at Global Partner Summit during those sessions. So you can view Global Partner Summit session information in the reInvent session catalog. So similar to other reInvent activities and sessions, you go into the reInvent session catalog and you can view the Global Partner Summit sessions online. You will be able to see these Global Partner Summit sessions if you have registered. That's why it's important that you add Global Partner Summit to your reInvent registration so you have access to this information in the session catalog. So when you're in the session catalog, you can build your reInvent schedule and reserve seats in Global Partner Summit breakouts and chalk talks. And so you can build a schedule for the day that works best for your interests and reserve a seat in the sessions that you would like to attend. And I wanted to share with you a few agenda highlights. First, as I mentioned, we kick off with the Global Partner Summit keynote. This keynote will be hosted by Terry Wise, and you will hear about how the AWS Cloud is enabling new and innovative customer use cases, how innovation is creating long-term value for the partner ecosystem, and how AWS is investing in partner success. And during the keynote, you will also hear from Andy Jassy, James Hamilton, Mike Clayville, and Dave McCann. So please make sure that you join at 9:30, the Partner Summit keynote, to hear about all of the new information and announcements that we'll have for our APM partners. And then, as I mentioned, there are 6 breakout tracks. So throughout the afternoon, you can choose a specific track that's tailored to your learning needs. We do have a business breakout track, a segment breakout track, and then 4 technical tracks. And the technical tracks are aligned to our SIs, ISVs, and then a 300 level track, and then a 400 level track for the very technically inclined. And so we've designed these tracks for you to pick the track that best suits your needs and your goals, and it's designed with the intention that you could attend all 4 sessions in a track and get a full portfolio of learning in that track. But of course, you're welcome to mix and match and choose the sessions that best suit your needs. In addition, we will be also doing 4 Chalk Talks over 4 one-hour sessions. So we have actually 12 Chalk Talk topics, and we'll be repeating the most popular topics. The Chalk Talks are more interactive, and they are technical sessions with whiteboarding and more interaction to really dive deep and learn about technology in an interactive format. So again, you can choose to mix and match across breakouts and Chalk Talks the schedule that best meets your needs. So I also wanted to give you an overview of the breakout sessions and Chalk Talk topics so you have visibility. And again, you can view all of these sessions in the session catalog. And you should register and reserve your seat in the session catalog for the sessions that you would like to attend. So in the business track, there are 4 breakout sessions that will be offered. The first is A Path to Success. Your APN journey starts now. The second is Break Away from the Pack, the importance of differentiation in a growing partner ecosystem. The third is Accelerate to Win and how you can leverage AWS go-to-market channels and resources. And the last one in the business track is The Art of Engagement with AWS. So if your learning goals align to the business track, you can attend this breakout track. The second breakout track that we're offering is a segment breakout track. And this is aligned to our industry segments. And so the first option in the segment breakout track is industry opportunities for AWS partners. It's focused on healthcare, financial services, and media. And then the remaining 3 are more focused on solution segments. And so the second is lessons from the front lines, best practices learned from APN security and storage ecosystem partners. The third is partner-led migrations to AWS, starting with the enterprise desktop. And then finally, in the segment track, we have driving innovation with big data and IoT. So if you're more oriented towards vertical and solution areas and you'd like to learn about best practices in these segments, then the segment track might be the best choice for you. And then, as I mentioned, we have 4 technical tracks. So the first is aligned to our ISV partners, and there are 4 sessions that are offered in that. The first is tips for building successful solutions with AWS Marketplace and AWS Quick Start. The second is tips for passing APN technical validations. The third is dollars and cents, technical tips for continual cost optimization. And the fourth is hybrid architecture design, connecting your on-premise workloads to the cloud. And so that track is really designed for our ISV partners. And then we also have a track that is designed for our SI partners or our consulting partners. And so the first option in the SI track is managing and supporting the Windows platform on AWS. Second is technical tips for helping SAP customers succeed on AWS. The third is get technically inspired by container-powered migrations. And the fourth is the secret to SaaS, hint, its identity. And so that track is really designed for our consulting partners from a technical point of view. And then we have 2 additional technical tracks. One is a 300 level and one is a 400 level. In the 300 level, we're offering blockchain on AWS, disrupting the norm, IoT, build, test, and securely scale. The third is AWS partners and data privacy. and the fourth is extending Hadoop and Spark to the AWS cloud. And then for the 400 level, which is the most technical track that we offer at the Global Partner Summit, we again have 4 options: advanced tips for Amazon EC2 networking and high availability. The second is an Amazon Aurora deep dive. And the third is advanced techniques for managing sensitive data in the cloud. And the fourth is building complex serverless applications. And so again, please register in the session catalog for any of the breakout sessions that you want to attend. And next, I'll give you an overview of Chalk Talk. I'm not going to talk through each of these items, but you can find all of these in the session catalog. As I mentioned, the Chalk Talks are interactive technical discussions with our technical experts. And we have 12 topics that you can see here, and you can also see in the session catalog. And these topics are actually offered over 16 time slots. So our most popular Chalk Talks are offered twice. And the Chalk Talks are very popular. So please do reserve your seat in the Chalk Talks if you would like to attend. And so with your Global Partner Summit access, with your registration to Global Partner Summit, you will have access to the Global Partner Summit keynote, as well as the Global Partner Summit breakouts and Chalk Talks. And so again, I urge you to please reserve your seat. Space is limited, and our new reserved seating feature this year allows attendees to build a schedule, reserve seats in the sessions they want to attend, and ensure that you all can get into the sessions that are of most interest to you. But please do go in and build your schedule and reserve your seat in the session catalog for Global Partner Summit. And one other note is that we do have some attendees, some partner attendees that have Expo-only badges as a part of reInvent sponsorship. And unfortunately, Expo-only badges are not eligible to attend the Global Partner Summit. A couple of on-site tips. So if you registered for reInvent under an email address that is not your company's domain, so if you used a personal address, you will very likely, most definitely need to go to the reInvent help desk to gain access to the Global Partner Summit. We are taking steps to try to ensure that APN partners who registered with an APN email domain will have easy access, convenient access to the Global Partner Summit. But if you did register using a personal email address, then you will need to go to the help desk, and we can help you get registered for Global Partner Summit on site. But to ensure a smooth on-site experience, the recommendation is definitely that you add Global Partner Summit to your registration, your reInvent registration now if you haven't already. And then the other tip on site is that this year the Global Partner Summit lunch will be served in the main reInvent lunch area. Last year there was a separate space for any of you that attended last year, and this year the lunch is in the main reInvent lunch space. And I also wanted to share with you some additional partner opportunities at reInvent. So please make sure you visit the APN kiosk in the AWS booth within the reInvent Expo Hall to learn more about AWS partner programs and resources. We will have people there to answer your questions and provide an overview of the tools and resources that we offer. You can also check out the new Partner Solutions Finder, which we will be launching, and it will be demoed throughout reInvent. So look for opportunities to view the new Partner Solutions Finder, and you'll learn more about that when you're on site at reInvent. And also, if you're interested in learning more about AWS partner marketing programs, such as sponsorship opportunities, APN Marketing Central, or our integrated partner campaigns, please stop by the Partner Marketing Program office in Ballroom J, which is right across from the Expo Hall. We will have people there to provide information to you and answer any questions that you have. And reInvent Central Expo hours. So please do visit reInvent Central, the Expo Hall. Many of you are probably sponsoring, which we very much appreciate, but it opens on Tuesday, November 29th with the welcome reception. So you can join the welcome reception after your Global Partner Summit breakouts conclude. And then the Expo Hall will also be open on Wednesday from 10:30 to 6, as well as on Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, at this time, we will conclude the webinar. Thank you all for attending. And I just want to remind you of two key actions to please take following this information. If you have not registered for Global Partner Summit, please log into your reInvent registration and add Global Partner Summit to your registration. And if you have registered for Global Partner Summit, please go to the session catalog. Make sure you log in with your reInvent registration and go to the session catalog and reserve seats in the Global Partner Summit sessions. Thank you very much for your time. We look forward to seeing you in Las Vegas.